Hiya, it's Anne Hughes here. I wanted to talk about fear today. Everybody, I think, has got fear just now, haven't we? We've all got different varying degrees of fear, mostly around the pandemic or the impacts of the pandemic in terms of our work or our health or the health of the people that we love. And it's quite a scary time, I suppose, in that. And I think that I maybe have more of a balanced view on fear, I think, because I stand on the other side of some of my greatest fears, the nearly dying thing and losing people I love, and I stand on the other side of that, and therefore I feel as if I can get the pandemic in perspective most of the time. I really can. But it just got me thinking about what is the biggest thing about fear for me. And I thought, what is my greatest fear? And I came up with it. And it's actually that I would get to the end of my life and realise that I didn't do it right, that I didn't do the stuff that I said I wanted to do. Now, if you've heard me speaking at any events or, maybe even on my radio show, I might have shared this wee thing, and it's a novella. It's not even a full book by Ivan Illich called, it's by Tolstoy, called The Life and Death of Ivan Illich. And it's about this guy. It's obviously written hundreds of years ago, and it's about this man who's sort of a magistrate, and he gets to the end of his life, and he's fallen off a ladder actually, and you don't really know why he's dying, but he's dying. And he's had quite an unfulfilled life. He's got up, he's went to his work, and he's abided by the law, and he's sort of sitting there with his wife, who he sort of can acknowledge at the end of his life that he didn't really love, and she didn't really love him. And he looks at her and he says, what if my whole life I was wrong? And then he goes unconscious, and then he dies the next day or something. And since I first heard that, and I first heard that actually from Wayne Dyer talking about it, and then I read it. But since I read that, I've always had this real notion that the very worst fear I have is that I don't do the stuff that's important to me, that I don't do the things that I want to do, that I get to the end of my life and think, oh fuck, I forgot to do the stuff I wanted to do. And that is worthy of fear for me. And here's the rub with the whole thing. We don't know when our death is coming. So we can't keep putting it off until tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, because we don't know. Time is promised to none of us. And as my brain aneurysm, so I was fine. Do you know what I mean? I was absolutely fine. And then in a minute, it all changed. It all changed so quickly. And I lay there in between life and death. And I never knew that was coming, and that could have been the end of my life. And now it's like, if I really know, I know that because I really know that because I've experienced that, and therefore I need to show up in my life and do the things that are important to me that I want to do, because I don't want to get to my final breath and realise you never did it, Anne. And even if I don't achieve it all, do you know what? If my death comes tomorrow, am I on my path? Am I on my way towards it? Then I pretty much feel as if I am, and so then that's okay. And so my question to you is, what is the stuff you want to do with your life? And urge you not to keep waiting until tomorrow, because we don't know how many tomorrows we have. And actually, do you know something? It doesn't matter whether your dream is to be a worldwide famous superstar on a stage, or whether your dream is to just be happy, to be in a happy relationship and have a lovely home that welcomes everybody that comes into it, and have a few good pals. That is just as worthy. Both those things are worthy. It's what you want. It's what's important to you. And therefore, let's not get to the end of our life and realise, because that is the greatest fear that I have, that I will get to the end of my life and realise I never did the stuff that was important to me. Oh my God, it would be so awful, because we're only here once. And as I sat here at 45, I honestly think, how did that go so quickly? Do you know, how did it go so quickly? All those years go so quickly. And come on, Anne, you've got another however many years to get it done. So just get on with it. So I urge you to please get on with your stuff, and let's not get to our final breath and realise we never did it right. Have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.